right, you can put your mics on.
All right, no issue. All right, no problem. All right, I gotta get into the meeting. Okay. All right, thanks.
The November 10th meeting of the mayor and council will come to order at 6 p.m. The meeting is being broadcast on channels 34 and 43 and the township's YouTube channel, Township of Fairfield, Essex. Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mayor, notice of this meeting is in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231 of the laws of 1975, and has been given by posted notice of the change in meeting time of the regular meeting of the mayor and council of the Township of Fairfield on the bulletin board in the municipal building and in the office of the municipal clerk, and by serving notice thereof to the Star Ledger and Progress newspaper on October 30th, 2025.
Thank you, Denise. Please call the roll.
Councilman McGlynn.
Here.
Councilman Cifelli.
Here.
Councilman LaForgia.
Here.
Council President Campisi.
Here.
Mayor Glees.
Here. Okay, anyone wishing to comment specifically on tonight's agenda, please come forward, state your name and address for the record. Seeing no one, we'll close that portion. That brings us to the public hearing on Eagle Auto and Trucking Service. And I think John wants to open.
Actually, if there, whoever is appearing for the hearing, if you just put your name on the record that you're here.
If you could just
to the
come
mic,
and turn the microphone on, please.
Thank you very much. And Mr. Brancaccio, and for the benefit of the public and the mayor and council, just before we start the hearing, I just wanted to provide just a little bit of a background on how we got here for the hearing. On September 25th, Township Police Chief issued a suspension letter of the towing license for Eagle Auto and Trucking Service. The enforcement and the appeal action under the township's towing licensing procedure, that's set forth in section 4-18.16 of the township code. Once that suspension letter was issued, Mr. Brancaccio had the right to file a written appeal within 20 days of receipt of the suspension letter. And Mr. Brancaccio did just that. He submitted a letter to the township on October 7th, timely, on October 7th, 2025. He acknowledged receipt of the chief's suspension letter, and he received that letter on September 29, 2025. Under the ordinance, after a suspension letter is issued, the township chief of police is obligated to submit a report to the mayor and council and a copy to the appellant within 15 business days from the issuance of the suspension letter. Again, the suspension letter was issued on September 25th. On October 10, 2025, the chief did submit a report to the council, copy to Mr. Brancaccio, and that was timely as well, as that was issued on the 11th business day after the chief's suspension letter of September 25, 2025. So again, I just wanted to provide a brief background on how we got here. And as is Mr. Brancaccio's right, we're here for an appeal of the suspension of his entity's towing license. And Mr. Brancaccio, you have the floor, sir.
You are correct on everything you've stated. I'd like to thank everybody for today. Chief did an excellent job. Very nice man to work for. So back in 2024, I applied. The officer came out to our establishment. He approved everything. So anonymous letter came from, I assume, one of my competitors saying I was not in compliance. So they came out this year, and I guess there was some stuff that hadn't changed from the year prior that was, I don't meet the guidelines of the towing. But there's not a lot of people that meet that guidelines. Matter of fact, all of my competitors do not meet that guidelines. I'm actually in more compliance than they are. So I kind of felt I was being, not from the borough, but I understand there's a procedure, but I kind of felt I was being singled out or pressured because my competitors do not meet any of your demands. They're kind of very old and no disrespect. It even has something about a payphone being available to the public. I can't even find a payphone these days anywhere. So I did speak with Chief, and he said it was a good idea, maybe that it would need to be updated. And, you know, he would talk to the borough and council about that, see if it's possible. In the meantime, it was suspended. So I'm really here today to ask to be temporarily put back on until maybe the borough and council can revisit the tow laws. I actually even offered the chief some assistance in helping him to update him to the other towns. I tow for 13 other towns. From here to Mountain Lakes, 287, State Police. I've been doing it for 35 years, on and off, you know, for this business type of thing. So that's why I'm here tonight. That's for temporary restatement. It is a financial hit to our company, and to, you know, see if I could assist you people in helping you rewrite the ordinance, because even the rates are, you know, they're cheaper. But I did give the chief a bunch of rates sheets. I told him what everybody else, you know, the state goes by and everything else. So that's why I'm here today.
Okay. So nothing really has changed other than your appeal that we need to update our existing ordinances to maybe make it a little more modern. As a rebuttal, I mean, we have all the information. Is there anything you want to say, Chief, other than what you have already stated?
You want me?
No, I mean, is there any questions from the board?
Mayor,
Sure.
how do you pronounce your last name? Sorry.
Brancaccio.
Brancaccio. Mr. Brancaccio, just a question I have. One of the issues that came up was that a car that was impounded by the police
Correct?
was removed from your lot by
Correct. They
an
broke into the
unauthorized
yard.
person.
Yeah, they ran through, jumped in the car, and they must have had a spare set of keys, and they drove away with it before anybody could even, you know, get to them, which, I mean, it happens, you know?
I understand, obviously, nobody was watching him take it,
Mhm.
but, again, we have these companies that, we would expect these cars that are impounded to be protected. I know if my car was taken out of a lot, I'd be concerned, you know, if it was impounded and then
Correct.
not given back to me in the same condition, I would be I don't know who I would hold accountable, but,
Correct.
I guess I'd be talking to our lawyer.
Well, in that instance, the gate was open because there was a lot of traffic coming in and out, but all of my competitors' gates are open all day long also. So it could happen to any one of us. It was you know, there was 5 of the cars there that were impounded the same evening from I guess, an illegal party. And, you know, unbeknownst to us, one of them got picked up by one person, and the other guy was with them. We did not know that the other person, you know, was taking the car, and he had a spare key, and next thing you know, we know 2 drove out, we know we got 1 paid for. We called the Parsippany Police Department right away. Then I guess they were apprehended him in, I think it was West Patterson.
What would be done to avoid that happening again?
Normally, the gate is closed, but again, we were busy, it's in and out. I mean, honestly, I would be lying to you if I could tell you it would never happen again. People break into things all the time and steal. I mean, it's happened past with my competitors, with everybody. Trucks have been vandalized. I mean, there's, you know, you do what you can do your best to deter people, but, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to your face and say, oh, it'll never happen again. We try to avoid it. We have a fenced-in facility that holds not as many cars as you require. Again, that's something that's unrealistic. My competitors have, you say you need 12,000 square feet just for the town of Fairfield. Nobody has a yard that big just for the town of Fairfield. You share an impound yard with other towns. So all the cars go there from 20 towns.
Chief, is that the rule that it's 20,000, 12,000?
Square feet. I don't specifically recall it being strictly for Fairfield. I think other towns, it's just that in this case, there's a smaller fenced-in area that is certainly not 12,000. And the lot is accessible to other businesses that are on the property. So the gate being closed routinely is not something that the applicant could control, because other people have access to the property.
Just for the benefit of the council, here's the definition for outside secured storage facility. This is section A of the definition. The outside secured storage facility must be a minimum of 12,000 square feet in area. There's no designation that 12,000 square feet has to be dedicated to the township of Fairfield alone. I'll read
In
out-
all fairness, let me just,
Sure.
before you go on, in all fairness, we're here tonight to hear yours. Your competitors have absolutely nothing to do with this hearing. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I understand that, but I feel that I'm being singled out because one of the major things in your ordinance is 5 miles or less to be on the list. They all are greater than 5 miles. So, I mean, you know, so if I don't have something, if I'm lacking in one department, but I'm compliant with another department, and they're doing the same, then why am I being,
well, because you're,
removed.
you're here tonight, you know, because of it, because you were suspended. They so far were
And-
not. and-
correct. I
But we
understand.
have to concentrate on this now. And this is before
no,
us
I understand that.
is, you know, is this subject, is you really.
And the ordinance, well, I don't know if it's, in your ordinance, it states 12,000 secured, but it doesn't say it has to be fenced in, does it? I have a gate in the front, I have Route 80 behind me, I have a swamp on one side, a swamp on the other side. So there's no way a car can leave that yard unless you come through the front gate,
Well, it reads secured storage facility.
secured. So what is the definition of secured storage?
Well, it certainly doesn't mean unlocked.
Well, the gate is unlocked, correct, the gate is when you're going in and out of the gate.
Okay.
It says secured facility.
Correct.
Yet, somebody walked in, got in a car and drove it out.
They were
So
with
wasn't
another
that secure?
client that was picking up his car. I don't know that that client was with him, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know it was his thing. We don't drive the cars to the gate, we follow them to their car. So,
All right, I understand. We're gonna listen to what you had to say. We're gonna, you know, put our heads together and we'll give you an answer. We're obviously not gonna come out cold.
no, I understand. And I think the town's been great. I mean, I think the chief can vouch that we've done it, we've not missed calls, we've not been late, have not had complaints, except for obviously the car stolen, and mysteriously, a letter showed up from a competitor that said we're not in
But we'll
compliance.
do follow-up. We're gonna follow up with the chief and we'll deliberate and we'll take it from there. You have anything else that you wanna?
Excuse me? Well, yes, that's one of the things I did want to state, that if I am not in compliant, which, like I said, your rules are, I would like the opportunity to at least try to fix them in a timely manner. I don't know, you know, like I said, your ordinance states a public phone on premises. There's no, you can't find a payphone anymore. That's how old that your stuff is, you know, hasn't been updated. Now, most of the boroughs we deal have updated in the last 5 years.
Okay, well, that's what we're gonna take into advisement.
You know.
We'll go through that and we'll see.
Okay.
Okay?
And I do have a secured area, it's just not to, I guess, the 12,000 square feet that you guys are requiring. But again,
Okay, all right. Any other questions? Everybody satisfied that we've
I mean,
heard?
the only
we've
thing
heard
I'm
the
gonna
gist?
say is, you know, we try to be consistent with everybody and fair. And, you know, we'll
and I
consider
understand that.
the things you laid out and see if, you know,
I mean, like I said, this company's been in business almost 40 years. We deal with every other town around you, and you can check with them. We've never had an issue.
right,
Okay,
Been in business a long time, so, and, you know, I'd like to work for the borough.
right.
all right.
Okay?
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank
Thank
you.
you for coming in.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, let's move on. Communications. The library, we're having a meeting tomorrow. So I can tell you, I really don't have a lot tonight, except we do have extended hours. I want to make sure everyone knows. We added a little later times. Monday through Thursday is 10 to 7:30. Friday, 10 to 5, and Saturday is 9 to 3. And you can check the website and register with Community Pass for any and all events. And that's pretty much all I have tonight. Council President Campisi?
Thank you, Mayor. So our next Municipal Alliance meeting will be on November 12th, this coming Wednesday. And then Winter Wonderland is very soon. It's going to be Saturday, December 13th, from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Rec House. So please, again, look on the website and the Rec website for any additional information. And nothing on the Environmental Commission.
Okay.
Thank you.
Councilman LaForgia?
Mayor, we have a planning board meeting tomorrow. We have an application continuance for the Toll Brothers property up at Greenbrook for the planning board. Recreation, we have our soccer weekend. We have on the 12th, we have the freshman boys finals. On the 11th, we have the senior boys, and the 13th, we have the senior girls, all finals. Let's see, the freshman boys will be at on Hollywood, Maine. The senior boys are gonna be on the turf field, and the senior girls are gonna be up in Roseland.
Okay.
For soccer. Next Sunday, we have the semifinals for the football. All three of our teams are in the playoffs. The C team starts at 11:30. We play West Essex. The B team starts at 1:15. We play the Caldwell Chiefs. And the A team will start at 3 o'clock, again playing Caldwell. The B team is seeded first in the B team category. And the A team is seeded second, so they're playing the third place teams. And it should be another good weekend going into the Super Bowl coming up.
That's
what we have.
it's nice to hear. We're all in contention over there. The
Three
soccer
levels.
and the football, it's great. Councilman McGlynn?
Okay, I'll be meeting with the volunteer fire department tomorrow night. They have their meeting, their association, and then with the DPW, the leaf cleanup is ongoing. We're just gonna remind, everybody to please try to keep the leaves away from the storm drains and, keep them curbside and, they're making their rounds and seem to be doing a good job, I think, cleaning up the leaves. So that's my report.
Thank you, Michael. Councilman Cifelli?
Thank you, Mayor. We have the township tax sale coming up. It's scheduled for December the 9th at 10 a.m. right here in these council chambers. And for a township tax sale list, it is posted in the Herald News every Thursday. And that's all I have.
Thanks, Joe. Okay,
Excuse me, Councilman Cifelli, it's posted in the Progress newspaper every Thursday, not the Herald, the Progress newspaper. And
John
not
told me
the,
it was the Herald.
it's the Progress
Progress.
newspaper. I'm
Okay,
sorry to
correction.
correct.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Posted in the Progress every Thursday.
okay, noted correction. Okay, approval of the October 27th regular meeting minutes and approval of the October 27th executive session meeting minutes. Can we do those together, John?
Yes, you can.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Council
Second.
President and Councilman McGlynn.
Council President Campisi,
Aye.
Councilman McGlynn,
Aye.
Councilman Cifelli,
Aye.
Councilman LaForgia,
Aye.
Mayor Galise.
Aye. Okay, a second reading and public hearing on ordinance number 2025-22. It's an ordinance of the Township of Fairfield, Essex County, New Jersey, amending ordinance 2024-10. May I have a motion to open?
So moved.
Councilman Cifelli, Council President.
Councilman Cifelli,
Aye.
Council President Campisi,
Aye.
Councilman McGlynn,
Aye.
Councilman LaForgia,
Aye.
Mayor Galise.
Aye. Anyone wishing to comment on this ordinance, please come forward, state your name and address for the record. Seeing no one, may I have a motion to close?
So moved.
Council President Campisi and Councilman McGlynn.
Thank you. Council President Campese.
Aye.
Councilman McGlynn.
Aye.
Councilman Cifelli.
Aye.
Councilman LaForgia.
Aye.
Mayor Glees.
Aye. May I have a motion to adopt ordinance number 2025-22?
So moved.
Councilman Cifelli,
Second.
Councilman McGlynn.
Councilman Cifelli.
Aye.
Councilman McGlynn.
Aye.
Councilman LaForgia.
Aye.
Council President Campese.
Aye.
Mayor Glees.
Aye. Okay, ordinance 2025-23, it's an ordinance of the Township of Fairfield, Essex County, New Jersey, amending Chapter 10, Building and Housing of the Township Code. May I have a motion to open?
So moved.
Council President Campese.
Second.
Councilman Cifelli.
Council President Campese.
Aye.
Councilman Cifelli.
Aye.
Councilman McGlynn.
Aye.
Councilman LaForgia.
Aye.
Mayor Glees.
Aye. Anyone wishing to comment on ordinance 2025-23, please come forward, state your name and address for the record. Seeing no one coming forward, please, may I have a motion to close the public?
So moved.
Council President Campese.
Second.
Councilman McGlynn.
Council President Campese.
Aye.
Councilman McGlynn.
Aye.
Councilman Cifelli.
Aye.
Councilman LaForgia.
Aye.
Mayor Glees.
Aye. May I have a motion to adopt ordinance 2025-23?
So moved.
Councilman Cifelli.
Second.
Council President Campese.
Councilman Cifelli.
Aye.
Council President Campese.
Aye.
Councilman McGlynn.
Aye.
Councilman LaForgia.
Aye.
Mayor Glees.
Aye. Okay, consent agenda, Administration Department Resolution A, authorization to renew and execute an interlocal agreement between the Township of West Caldwell and the Township of Fairfield for the provisions of health services for the years 2026 to 2030. B, authorization to promote Mark Barone to Fleet Foreman in the Department of Public Works, effective November 1st, 2025, with a 90-day probation period. Item C, authorization to hire Daniel Carrillo as a certified licensed sanitary sewer operator, effective December 1st, 2025. D, authorization to accept the increase in rate with Verizon and the Township of Fairfield, effective January 1st, 2026. Engineering Department, Resolution E, awarding a bid and authorizing a contract with Riverview Paving for the Township of Fairfield's Sand Road Milling and Resurfacing Project in the amount of $398,795. Item F, authorization to refund the escrow balance on application 2025-11. That's Block 801, Lot 18, in the amount of $2,000. Fire Department Resolution G, authorization and approval for the firefighter clothing allowance in the amount of $28,064 for the year 2025. Item H, authorization for the fire department to purchase equipment and repair service for Engine 1 from Fire and Safety Services in the amount of $9,329.71. Police Department Resolution I, appointment of Michael Sikorsky to serve as Police SLEO 2 with no limitation on hours for the year 2025. Item J, appointment of John McNish to serve as Police SLEO 3, effective November 10th, 2025. Public Works Department Resolution K, authorization to repair Sweet Sweeper number 518 from Northeast Sweepers and Rentals in the amount of $2,621.33. Item L, authorization to install a new piece of equipment on the leaf machine from Timmerman Equipment Company in the amount of $3,403.79. Item M, authorization to purchase equipment from Granger for the DPW Department in the amount of $2,006.76. Item N, authorization to hire material processors for the removal of leaves for the Township of Fairfield. Tax Collector Resolutions O through P. Municipal Clerk Department Resolution Q, approval of a raffle license, number 2025-22, for the Graham and Family of Schools Parent Professional Organization to hold a 50/50 off-premise raffle on March 17th, 2026, I would imagine.
Yes, that's correct.
If there are no corrections or comments, may I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Council President Campese,
Second.
Councilman Cifelli.
Council President Campese.
Aye.
Councilman Cifelli.
Aye.
Councilman McGlynn.
Aye.
Councilman LaForgia.
Aye.
Mayor Galise.
Aye. Okay, that brings us to the bills list, Joe.
Mr. McCluskey, our Chief Financial Officer, has certified that the funds are available. I'd like to make a motion to pay the bills in the amount of $1,229,842.71.
Second.
Councilman Cifelli.
Aye.
Council President Campese.
Aye.
Councilman McGlynn.
Aye.
Councilman LaForgia.
Aye.
Mayor Galise.
Aye. Does anyone have any written communications tonight? Is there any unfinished business? Okay, new business. Discussion on the Board of Health, the proposed meeting dates for the year 2026. We will have that in front of us, or the dates that we
The
were...
dates were sent in their packet.
Dates were sent. Does anyone have any issues? Okay. Do we have to make a motion to approve those? No. Okay.
We'll just do it at the next, towards the end of the year.
Okay. All right, that brings us to public comment session. Anyone wishing to be heard, please come forward. State your name and address for the record. Seeing no one, we'll close that section. And our next meeting of the mayor and council will be Monday, November 24th, 2025 at 7 p.m. in these very council chambers. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Councilman LaForgia.
Second.
Councilman McGlynn.
Councilman LaForgia.
Aye.
Councilman McGlynn.
Aye.
Councilman Cifelli.
Aye.
Council President Campese.
Aye.
Mayor Galise.
Aye. Thank you, everyone.